So there are a lot of companies out there trying to make the next best AirPods. Some of the names that you'll be familiar with are the i7, the i10, and even recently we looked at the i11 TWS. And today we're taking a look at another worthy contender, which is the i12 TWS, to see whether or not this is truly the best AirPods clone out there. So today let's take a look at an unboxing as well as a review of these earbuds. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sean, and if you're new to my channel, I do a lot of tech reviews as well as unboxing, and if that is something that interests you, do consider subscribing to my channel and leave a thumbs up on this video. Do also let me know where you're tuning in this video from so that I have a collection and know where are you guys actually watching my videos from. So let's take a look at a review as well as an unboxing of these earbuds. So today we're taking a look at the i12 TWS. We're gonna unbox this earbuds and to see whether or not this is a great sounding earbuds and whether it lives up to its name to become a AirPods clone. So the battle out there is very fierce and everybody is trying to make an AirPods clone. So today we're going to take a look at an unboxing of this earbuds. So apparently there are two versions of the i12 TWS, and the first version you actually have it in red and this one is in blue. So this is the newer version that has a lot of improvements compared to its predecessor. So recently we also looked at the i11 TWS. So that one is here. We unboxed this and we found that in terms of similarity to the AirPods, this is very similar in terms of its build, its case, the way it's designed. All of those are really similar to the AirPods. Today we're taking a look at the i12 and apparently this is actually much closer compared to the AirPods. In terms of its box, this thing is very similar to the Apple AirPods, apart from this i12 branding here and some random words around here. Everything else, the earbuds and the box actually looks very similar. If you actually have the AirPods box next to it, you can see that they are actually very similar. On the side here, there are some information about the earbuds. So it has auto turn on, which is a feature that I really look forward testing out. Auto pairing, touch using Siri, and open the lid and connect automatically. Apparently it says automatically, so that's an error there. Apart from that, nothing much around the case. And at the back here, you can see that's how the earbuds actually look like. And these are exact copy of the Apple AirPods. And this thing actually comes in multiple colors here, white, black, gray, green, as well as red. Green and red are a little bit more pastel kind of color. So without further ado, let's unbox this. I have my trusty blade here. So similarly to the i11 TWS, the box looks matte-ish. The earbuds themselves are not shiny, but overall, so far so good. It feels at least a little bit more premium this time. And let's take a look what's inside the box. So inside you have the i12 TWS itself, and similar to the i11, it actually comes with a shrink wrap, which is good. So we'll tear this open in a little bit. Let's take a look at what else is inside the box. So you don't get too much from the box. You get a lightning cable and a user manual on how to use the i12 TWS. So let's take a look what language does this come in. So the front here is all Mandarin. And yes, fortunately there are English instructions so we can understand this a little bit more and take a look at the earbuds. So it's always a nice feeling tearing shrink wrap away. So let's put everything aside and take a look at the earbuds themselves. So I got this i12 TWS for roughly around 29 ringgit Malaysia. And my first impression, once I open this thing and touch it, it actually feels quite bad, the quality. Comparing this to the i11 that we reviewed previously, that i11 was built perfectly and it was such a beautiful clone to the Apple AirPods. But in terms of its looks, I think this is exactly how the Apple AirPods look like. The only difference here is that it doesn't have the marking saying that it's designed by Apple here. It still has the button, it has the silver back hinge here, and even in the front it looks very similar to the Apple AirPods. So in terms of design and the build quality, as I mentioned earlier, this thing is not built with quality in mind. You can see that the hinges all are not nice, and if you can hear it, it actually shakes and rattles a little bit. As for the earbuds, you can see that it's really trying its very best to be very similar to the Apple AirPods. You can see even the outside here, they try to put in the markings as per the Apple AirPods, but these are black colorings. I think it's not real. Inside here is actually missing the sensor for you to actually detect when you put it in your ear. It knows that the earbuds are in your ear and start playing music. So here it's missing that. But apart from that, everything looks pretty nice. Also, there's this blue red flashing light, and it's trying to pair to my phone. So those are some of the similarities as well as difference of the earbuds compared to the original AirPods. So out of the box, the i12 TWS already has a couple of functions that caught my eye. And the first one is auto turns on and off when you just open up the case. So you don't have to fumble about like the i11, you need to press the button, and if you forget to press the button, it doesn't turn on. So this thing has that feature taken care of. Another function that we really like is there's no flashing red blue light when you're actually playing music using this thing. So like the i11, there's a problem whereby when you play music, the flashing blue light is always there, so if you're using it in dark places, it's going to annoy you very much. So despite its flaw in terms of the build quality, this i12 TWS have a lot of features that the i11 doesn't have. So just to run through the specification a little bit, this earbuds comes with Bluetooth 5.0, so that's the latest Bluetooth technology, but it doesn't say what codec it comes with, so we're not sure whether it runs the latest Qualcomm aptX codec, but it doesn't matter, it still has Bluetooth 5.0, and later on in the video we'll test and see whether or not that improves the latency in terms of watching video. These earbuds also come with IPX6 rated, so that is actually quite high. At least there's IPX rating now, so you can use this in the gym and you can get it wet a little bit, it doesn't matter. Playback time of this is 2 to 3 hours. The user manual doesn't really specify how many times that this thing can recharge inside the charging box, but it does say that each individual earbuds is 35 milliamp hours battery, and the case itself, the charging case itself, has a 300 milliamp hour battery. So if you do the math, the box should be able to provide you with additional 4 charges, which gives you a total of 12 hours playback time with the charging box itself. The charging time overall for these earbuds is 1.5 hours. So those are some of the specifications of the earbuds. So in terms of connecting the i12 TWS onto your phone, it is actually a hit and miss because I think this unit wasn't manufactured that well. So the first time when I tried it, when I open up the case, it starts connecting on its own, but subsequently I didn't really have that luck and I need to put it into my ears. So what I have to do is actually take the earbuds out, touch the earbud until it goes into pairing mode and start pairing it to my phone. So let's just try whether or not opening the case will allow me to connect. So let me just press scan here and I'll open up the case. In this case, it doesn't detect because I think the earbuds themselves are not functioning that well. So that is the problem that I face with these earbuds for the moment. So the next way I'm going to try connecting to the i12 TWS is actually to pull it out and press scan. So let me put this in my ears, push it so that it goes into pairing mode. You can see that now it appears in my phone. I can press that and it starts connecting to the earbuds. And there you go. The i12 is connected. And the good thing is that when it's connected, it starts playing the music immediately in my ear. So, well, that's something to take note of. So in terms of the sound signature of the i12 TWS, of course you cannot expect too much from a earbuds which is priced at 29 ringgit. My thoughts of the sound signature is that it's clear compared to the i11 TWS. It's definitely much clearer in terms of the mids as well as the high, but the bass unfortunately is still not there. So if you're buying this just for a spare piece of earbuds to have around, then this will be a very good choice. If you're buying this expecting good sound quality, then unfortunately you will be rather disappointed with what this thing can offer. So to my surprise, in terms of call quality, the i12 TWS is one of the earbuds that people actually say they can hear me. Although the voice is actually very muffled, it doesn't sound that I'm speaking very closely to the mic, but that is to be expected for any TWS earbuds that is sitting on your ear rather than in front of your mouth. In terms of controls, the i12 TWS is controlled using a touch-based control, so there's no physical button for you to press on the earbuds themselves. In terms of control, the left and right earbuds, either side, one tap allows you to control the play and pause of music as well as answering phone calls, and a long touch allows you to call up Siri. On the left earbuds, two touch will allow you to reduce the volume, and vice versa on the right side, if you touch two sides, it will allow you to increase the volume. And on the left side, three taps will skip forward for any music or video that you're playing, and on the right side, three taps will allow you to skip backwards. So those are some of the ways you can control your media using these earbuds. So this is a video to test whether or not the i12 TWS actually have a latency problem. So what I'm going to do is actually clap into the mic, and you will see if there is a delay in terms of the synchronization of audio as well as the video. So here we go. So that should clearly show you whether or not the i12 TWS has a latency problem. So from the video itself, I think you can tell that the latency is actually quite terrible for these earbuds, and claims to be Bluetooth 5.0, but it doesn't seem to have the capacity to provide latency-less media playback. So I think that's one of the very bad points about all these Chinese-made earbuds. They're not very properly QC'd, so a lot of problems do arise with some of these earbuds. But despite its price, I think that is the risk you have to pay for buying a earbuds like this. So in summary, let's do a rundown of some of the pros as well as cons of these earbuds. The pros is that on paper, it says that it actually has a lot of good features, for example, Bluetooth 5.0, IPX6, a decent enough battery for playtime, as well as, good charging case time. So those are some of the things that we think is good. And, for the fact that it allows you to do auto turn on and off while taking out and putting back the earbuds, that is also another plus point. Another plus point is that this thing also has no flashing lights when using, so that is definitely a plus point. In terms of call quality, this is one of the earbuds that people can actually hear me, so I think that is definitely a plus point. One of the major drawbacks of these earbuds is that the latency is terrible. For its Bluetooth 5.0 capability, I think that is one of its biggest down point. Another downfall of these earbuds is that the build quality is very poor compared to the i11 TWS, which caught me by surprise when I took the i11 out. It was really a great build quality earbuds. And when I took out the i12, I was fairly disappointed when I saw how this thing was built. It's flimsy, it shakes, it wobbles, the charger doesn't work in my case. So those are some of the things that you have to take risk from when buying a cheap Chinese knockoff of the Apple AirPods. Whether or not you should buy these earbuds, my advice is, if you really want an earbuds that look like the AirPods, then definitely go for it. For its price tag, is definitely worthwhile, and from the outside people cannot really tell whether or not this is the real AirPods. So if that is your goal, I think you can go for it. But in terms of sound quality, if you buy this to listen to music, to watch videos, thinking that it's Bluetooth 5.0, it doesn't live up to its name. So for me, don't waste your money on this. Try to look elsewhere. Even getting the i11 is a much better deal compared to getting this i12, and that is solely my opinion. One thing to take note, of course, a disclaimer here, there are a lot of i12s out there, and you know, sometimes you will get the original one, or maybe this one that I got is not the original one. I'm not too sure. They all look the same. It is a risk that you have to take whether or not you will buy the real one, or you know, something like mine that doesn't work, the charger doesn't work, and things like that. So those are some of the things to take note of, and if this video helped you make a purchase decision, please let me know in the comments down below whether or not you will get this i12 TWS earbuds. So that's all for this unboxing as well as review. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.